A series of video tutorials on the black-throated finch. What we'll take you through here is how to create a new page, how to set the properties of that new page, how to do some basic editing of a particular page, like create some headers, we'll create some links, put a bit of content in, and then we'll have a look as we're going along with how you then view that within your browser. So first off, as you can see on the screen here on the left hand side, we've got the Black-Throated Finch website with each of the pages along here. And what I'll refer you to first is the blackthroatedfinch.com website. If we click on any of these pages here, you'll see it comes up with aboutus.dyn. Now I want you to take note of that dyn. We've got a FAQs. You can't see the extension there, but what's on. So we've got what's on, and the page is actually called upcomingevents.mb. Okay, so take note, we've got an MB and we've got a DYN extension, and we'll go through that later on. Most of the pages you'll create will be .dyn extensions, but you don't actually do that, the system does it for you. So if you look at this, it says upcoming_events.mb, and we look through on the right here, and this is logged into the administration console panel, and these are a list of all the pages in there. As you scroll down, you'll see it says upcoming events as the page. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to create a page. Okay, so we click on new page at the top here, and you'll see that it comes up with this extra window. We'll just put it over the top of our pages for now. And what we're going to do first off is we're going to hit our properties button. Now this is where we assign some information about our particular page. Okay, so we'll call this page testing. It could be called anything at all. It could be, habitat of the black-throated finch or whatever. Then we've got a link here, a tick box here that you can tick and untick, which says members only page. Now what this means is that if you select that, only members will be able to see that particular page. They'll have to be logged into the main web page to be able to see these pages. Now with keywords you can use your creative license. It just helps with the search parameters at a later stage. So let's put in a couple of things here. We'll say habitat, and we'll separate each of the words or phrases by commas. Habitat, introduction. Think of some things. So once you've settled that, just press OK down the bottom here, and you set the properties for your page. You'll also see across the top here we're going to close. That'll automatically close the window without any saves. We've got a save. If you click that, it'll come up and ask you what is the name of the page you want to call this. So let's just call this testing, and this will actually save the document within our list. So we'll click OK. Message there. So I'll move our admin console panel out of the way for a second. We've got our page listing. You can see as we scroll down the page, we've now got a page called testing in here. So it's successfully created a page. If we want to have a look at what that actually looks like in the browser, we can just go to the top here, and at the end of the blackthroatedfinch.com, we're going to change this to testing.dyn. And we'll click on there. As you look, you'll see that the template on the outside stays the same, but the actual content, which is in the center here, is empty because we haven't put anything. Let's go back to our page where we enter our content. I'm going to do some editing. It's really useful to use this help button here, and this would actually take you through some of the examples of how you can edit pages. So we'll click on help. So this is our help page here, and it sort of talks about web pages, gives you a bit of an introduction. And then it's got what you want to do on the left-hand side here, okay? So if you want to do any of these particular things, just use the help to find out how to do it. So I want to put a heading in. So we click on help and said this is a heading. Okay, so let's have a crack and have a look at what that looks like. So we put an equal side either side. So this is a heading, and put an equal side again. And we'll just put some content in here. This is some content on the test page. Now let's put a subheading in which will describe something a bit further. So this is a heading, we want to know this is a subheading. So it's quite simple, you see, just put equals on the side to see that it's a subheading. and we'll put some content here. This is more content under the subheading. And of course then if you want to do a subheading, it's 3 equals either side. So let's have a look at that. We're going to press save, and the save dialog box is displayed. We'll move our help out of the way for a moment. Let's have a look at what our testing page looks like now. So we're going back to the browser, and press refresh, and you see it says this is a heading, this is a subheading, this is a subheading. So let's move on, and now what we want to do is create a link to another page, like a Google page for example. So if we click on hyperlinks, you'll see here it says if you type this, this is what it's going to look like on the right. Okay, so let's use some of those examples here. Page under heading, we're going to create a link to Google. http://www.google.com. So that's a straight link. So when you type that, you'll get this blue wording say HTTP Google, which isn't very nice looking inside a page. Okay, so what we'll do is format that a little bit, and we'll go http://www.google.com, and then we put brackets at the end of that, and we're going to go, this is our link to Google. So let's have a look at what that looks like on the page. So we press save, and we'll refresh our page. Okay. Now I'm using Google Chrome here, but you can use whatever you want. So you can see here on the page that we've got this here, www.google.com, and then we've got this is a link to Google, which is what's in the brackets at the end of it. So we've got our link here, and in brackets the text that we want to appear. So if we click on that, it'll fire off to Google. Can I really recommend that you use the help as much as possible in your pages? It's there. It's no use me sitting here telling you how to do all this sort of stuff. It's probably better for you to go ahead and do it yourself. What happened before is when we clicked on the page and we had our link, went to that page within the page we're viewing to Black Creative Finish. What we want is for people not to leave our web page, so we can have it so that it'll actually go off and create a new window for people to look, and that's using this little caret at the end. Put that at the end here. Mine's on the number 6, so maybe that'll work for you too. So again, we'll press save, go back to our web page and give it a refresh. And when we click on this link to Google, you'll see at the top here it's actually gone off and created a new tab or a new window depending on the browser you use. But when we go back, the page is still there.